Okay, so children, today we are going to start up a new chapter, that is chapter number 9, page number 79. Alright, so the name of the chapter is Akbar, okay, whose rule started from 1556 to 1605 CE. Okay, so now after following Humayun's death, Humayun was the son of Babur. I think you all have not forgotten yet. Humayun's death in 1556 CE, his 13-year-old son, Akbar, came to the throne. But since he was so young, Akbar was placed under the guidance of his tutor, Bairam Khan. Okay, so after the death of Humayun in 1556 CE, his son, that means Akbar is the son of Humayun, he came to the throne. But now a 13-year-old child, thinking that a 13-year-old child cannot take over the throne, okay, he was placed under the guidance. That means though he took over the throne, but he was all the time guided by Bairam Khan. Okay, so here you can see Akbar was placed under the guidance of his tutor Bairam Khan. Okay, so now here we will look upon the second battle of Panipat. So as soon as he descended the throne, Akbar had to face the Afghan emperor Adil Shah and his general Hemu. Hemu had captured Delhi from the Mughals. Okay, so as you can see over here, Bairam Khan led the Mughal forces against Hemu. The two armies met at Panipat. Okay, so at first it seemed like the Mughals would be crushed at the second battle of Panipat until an arrow pierced Hemu's eyes and his troops fell into confusion. Akbar took this opportunity to defeat Hemu and his men. Thereafter, the Afghans practically disappeared from the Indian political scene. Agra, Delhi, Ajmer and Gwalior fell into the hands of the Mughals. So for 4 years after the second battle of Panipat, Akbar amused himself in sports like polo and hunting. All this time, Bairam Khan served as his regent, the accent of the country's ruler, or when the ruler is too young. Regent means, okay. So as Akbar grew older, he felt the need to take greater control over the administration of his empire. So he dismissed Bairam Khan from his services and assumed all authority himself. So Bairam Khan was later murdered while on a pilgrimage to Mecca. Akbar, however, was very kind to Bairam Khan's son Rahim, who went on to become a furious Hindu poet in Akbar's court. So this is all you have to know from here. So what happened is that now Bairam Khan was the one who had guided Akbar, isn't it? So now see here, two armies met at Panipat. At first it seemed like the Mughals would be crushed at the second battle of Panipat, okay, but now see here, because Akbar was very young, okay, and his opponent was very strong. But fortunately, what happened in the battle of Panipat was like Hemu, who was the opponent of Akbar. Okay, his eye was pierced with an arrow. Okay, and his troops fell into confusion. So Akbar took this opportunity to defeat Hemu. So when his eyes were pierced, he took this opportunity to defeat Hemu and his men. Thereafter, the Afghans practically disappeared from the Indian political scene. Then what happened? After Akbar defeated Hemu, now Hemu was what? An Afghan ruler. Okay. So after Hemu was defeated by Akbar, they were no more seen in India. Okay. That ended the rule of Afghan. Okay, in India, in our country. So all this time Bairam Khan served as his regent. In a sense, like all this time, what happened all this time? All this time Bairam Khan, he supported Akbar to rule the country. Okay, so as Akbar grew older, he felt the need to take. Now at that time Akbar was very young, isn't it? So now as he thought like of as he grew older, that means as time passed on he also grew older, isn't it? So as Akbar grew older, he felt the need to take greater control over the administration of his empire, because all this time, all the while, he was being guided by whom? By Bairam Khan, isn't it? So now he thought that, okay, I have grown old now, so I have to rule a greater administration of my own country, okay? I cannot always be guided by someone else, okay? I have the caliber to rule the country. So he thought in that manner. So after thinking, he dismissed Bairam Khan from his services and assumed all the authority himself. That means he took power over all the administrative purposes, and he fired Bairam Khan. He took Bairam Khan out of his job. Okay. So after Bairam Khan was fired by Akbar, he was murdered while on a pilgrimage to Mecca. Okay. And Akbar, however, was very kind to Bairam Khan's son Rahim, who went on to become a famous Hindi poet in Akbar's court. So what happened was that after Bairam Khan was dismissed from his services, okay, that means, okay, Bairam Khan, you've helped me a lot. Now it's time for me to be on my own. So you resign from the services. From today, you are not going to do any services, okay, and you are free from all the services and jobs that you are doing or you've done, and I'm so thankful for you. Now you are retired from your service, okay. So after retirement, Bairam Khan was murdered while on a pilgrimage to Mecca. Okay. So Akbar, however, was very kind to Bairam Khan's son. So Bairam Khan had a son whose name was Rahim. Okay. And he was very kind to his son because Bairam Khan has helped Akbar a lot, isn't it? So Rahim was the son of Bairam Khan, who went on to become a famous Hindi poet in Akbar's court. Okay. So he was very kind to Bairam Khan's son Rahim, who went on to become a famous Hindi poet in Akbar's court. So till here we will see. Okay. You got to remember this. So please watch the video. Okay, children.